Well, good morning, everyone. This is the Knox County Commissioners, December 11th, 2025 session. We start out in our first session with a bid opening for the CDBG Village of Danville Memorial Park improvements. And we are in the process of everyone getting their bid sheet and signing in, because we do have everyone required to sign in on each bid process. And so we will have Commissioner Lester, all those around the table. I might as well, Clint, you introduce yourself from the engineer's office.
Clint Cochran from the Knox County Engineer's Office.
Diane Powers, City of Ohio.
And Kyle is our IT guy today. So we'll open up the first bid, and then I think we may only have one bid for this project. So that will be hopefully a delightful bid for the facility that to go through. And then at 8:15 today, we will have the engineer's bid opening for the pavement markings. And the solo bid that we have this morning for the Danville Memorial Park improvements is from the name here. Was it on the outside of this? Yes, it was. So Albatross Management LLC from the Lakeville, Ohio. And I see that on their bid page, $65,714. $65,714. The bid estimate was $57,400. This bid from Albatross, $65,714. Seeing no other bids that are in at this point, that's the only bid we will accept at this stage. We'll hand that over to Jillian.
Is that, are you guys required 10 or 20%?
20%.
All right, so we're good.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll just work with the engineer, make sure all the math's correct, nothing was missing, and then we'll move forward with awarding it.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Thank you.
Move that over to
Make some
you.
copies for you. And then we could get that sign-in sheet, sorry, passed around so I can finish that out.
We sign the wrong one first.
Yeah. Because I want a copy with me.
You need to sign it now. Everybody in the room needs to sign. Look at that. Sorry. Rules.
So we're finishing up the sign, making sure everyone signed the sheet, and we'll keep record of those in attendance. Those bid package, we did not have anyone here from Albatross. Not that they were required to be here. Their bid was required to be.
Yeah, exactly. We haven't worked with them, I don't think so.
So in the meantime,
Yeah,
Jason, you want to do our three resolutions?
Yeah, we have a couple. We need to add some utility permits. So the first item is to approve advertisement for invitation of bid in Knox County Highway for used asphalt paver.
Take a motion.
Motion to approve.
Second.
And those in favor say aye.
Aye.
But did you want to talk anything about that?
I mean, I can. We had bought a paver several years ago. I used one for like $10,000. We put about $10,000 to $15,000 in it to get it up and running. It exploded all its final drives at one point, so we've reworked it again, but it's at its life. So
Okay.
a new paver is really expensive, so we're just looking for a used one, and it's over that 75,000, so we have to advertise for
Yeah, it says your estimate's 135,000.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Thank you.
Okay, then we have a utility permit for Mercury Broadband, Apple Valley Road, Brown Township.
motion to approve.
Second.
And those in favor say aye.
Aye.
And then we have approved a sub-recipient agreement between the Knox County Department of Job and Family Services and the Salvation Army for their after-school program for transportation.
Motion to approve.
Second.
And those in favor say aye.
Aye.
I would
Is there
point
a
out that on
document for
the,
that? Penny, is there a document for that?
What's that?
That,
actually,
oh, here it is,
I
down
understood.
here. I couldn't, I forgot, these are, we have, oh, there it is.
so on the utility permit, that's the 42nd utility permit for the last 60 days.
There'll be a lot more coming.
We got
Looks
three.
like Brown and Pike are gonna have internet.
Well, we got four here we're at. So we have Mercury Broadband, Monroe Township, Vincent Road.
Motion to approve.
Seconded?
Those favorites say aye.
And then we have Mercury Broadband, Monroe Township, North Liberty Road.
Motion to approve?
Second.
Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
And Mercury Broadband, Danville, Amity Road, Brown and Howard Townships.
Motion to approve.
I second
Those in favor say aye.
it. Aye.
And then the last one is Mercury Broadband, North Liberty Road, Pike Township.
Motion to approve?
Second.
Those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Then I have, just one item, the mayor sent a letter up, Brian Ball sent a letter up, last week, and this was just, they were just extending their thanks to you for your letter of support for the Corpo funding for the North Sandusky Street intersection improvement project. And they were pleased to inform us that they have secured initial funding that will commence project planning. So this is for the planning of it now, commence in January 26th, and they're just thanking you for your support of that project. So they'll put that into the record
And that's the,
at the top of the hill, I believe.
yeah, North Sandusky there, where everyone's talking about a new roundabout up there, so.
So do we need to send a letter back thanking them for thanking us?
And then you have some bills and transfers. One transfer you're gonna sign here today is for $200,000, and this is to we have the capital funds that we had set up a couple years ago. This one in particular is for the Board of Elections for new voting equipment. And we are expecting probably need to purchase that equipment in 2027. So we currently have $200,000 in that fund. This would move another $200,000 into that fund. We hope to be able to do that again next year, because I think they're estimating that equipment could be up to $1 million. We hope the state provides some level of funding for that like they did last time. But we are trying to put as much money away as we can to fund that when the time comes. So this, with this $200,000, that'll give us $400,000 in the fund.
Right.
And while we're waiting for the appointed time for our next bid opening, reminder to people that the day after Christmas, the offices will be closed. And the day after New Year's Day, the offices will also be closed. There is a meeting next Tuesday night at the Memorial Theater at 6 o'clock, which is about the
Thank you.
Ford Ditch?
Ford Creek, yeah, Ford Creek.
Ford Creek, that we will be having a public hearing for that meeting, so that we can talk about increasing the amount of monies that can be into that fund. According to our prosecutor, we can only do that every 6 years on the ditch world. And so this is that 6th year that we need to do that. So, and we know that if there's any issues that need to be done, that's what we're going to talk about, whether there'll be enough funding available and how we put that funding in there.
Commissioner, we plan on doing the budget adoption next Thursday is the plan. To adopt the general fund budget on the 18th is what we're shooting for.
Do we have a set time we'll do that, or is that just part of?
Not yet. I think Penny will see what else is on the agenda that day and
It's just water and race that day.
And then tomorrow also, there's two things going on. One, those people who have dealt with senior levy funds, they will have an opportunity to come in and meet with the committee that oversees that program on where the funds go. And then also the Food for the Hungry over at Memorial Theater will be all day over there as well. So for the Food for the Hungry, make sure that you're able to help our community by donating food or donating money for that program that's so substantial in our community.
Jason, before I sign this one, the budget
Yeah.
adjustment workflow, we're taking from fuel to salary for the sheriff's department.
yes, so for their department, we're moving around funding that we have transfers with the appropriations they have left, get it in the line items they need to finish out the year. And my understanding, there was some comp payouts for the contract that had to be done and that caused some shortages. And so we're moving some things around to cover what we can from their appropriations. Sure.
I think that's all the papers we needed to sign. I think that in order to expedite things, even though we won't open the bids until 10:15, we at least ledger who has submitted bids for us. So we'll have that process started. So Commissioner Lester, you want to talk about who has submitted bids? You know who it is?
Not on the front.
Yes, it is. Griffin?
Griffin. Pavement and stripping.
So go ahead and read and just give me the names because we can't read them yet.
American Roadway Logistics.
And after our bid opening, we'll give those to Mr. Cochran and then we'll see about having 911 come up and give their report. Can you read it?
I know.
You can't.
You need my glasses?
Oglesby Construction.
Okay. That's 10:14, so we'll have 1 minute to wait to make this official. Everyone has signed in the paperwork as to those in attendance for the bid opening.
This was on Tuesday.
It's 10:15 and we'll go ahead and open that up for us, Commissioner. Okay, so the first bids that will be opening, and I'll mention that the estimated cost is $118,473,000.
$473.
What did I say? 43,007. Yeah, okay. Yeah, good catch. Thought Clint was sweating beads over there.
Every penny counts, right?
Okay. Figure out what page we're on here.
And which one's this, Commissioner?
This is the Griffin. Right there. And there's something not right. And that ought to be the very last page.
Mhm.
And it is. Okay. That made it simple. So the Griffin pavement striping, their bid is 107 dollars and 65 cents. So it's 105,907.65. Next bid is from
Construction or,
I have American Roadway here.
okay.
it's Ogilvy's Construction. So if you put me on the last page here. To the middle.
Gonna tab.
Keep going.
Are we right front then, isn't it? Maybe.
Clint, do you want these?
No. They should, oh, you stamped the times on them, didn't
No,
you? Okay.
these were from UPS
Yeah.
next day. And they were definitely received prior.
Okay.
Okay, so on that first section. Those specifications. I would think they'd be at the end, right? But it's
It should be, you were close to it when you were originally there.
not
In the middle.
Yeah.
In the middle?
Middle front. Yeah, it's for the specifications. Keep going.
like a government document. It's buried in here someplace.
Keep going. Keep going. Should be.
There we go. Okay, so their bid from Oglesby. Construction Inc. $103,661.80. 103,661.80.
This one from American Roadway Logistics.
Okay. Yeah. Hope they'll be in the front like the other one was.
be so nice, if they just stuck the tab on.
Yeah,
I was
it would
thinking the
stop the
same.
whole
I was like,
process.
that could be a requirement.
Yeah.
Clint's eyeing it like a cobra. I think he knows where it's at.
I mean, it's very close. Sorry, but enough of these.
So we deal with
That's too
even,
far.
that's too far. Back in the prevailing wage sheet.
Yeah, so it should be near the front like the other.
Yeah, you're really close where you were.
Uh-huh,
Here.
yeah.
So I saw all their financials. Copies qualifying, defining cited bidders representations, bids. Gee, maybe. Those.
Be like,
Better thing.
Hey, that Jeopardy music. Plus it's that, you know, it's net income. So page section 8, here's section 8. That's it right there.
Hand it over to Clint.
Say, you give that
It's
to
not
Clint,
there.
let's move on.
Yes, that's it right there.
Hmm.
No. Okay, Clint. We could have had Kyle give his IT report while we're looking for that page. Thank you.
Yeah, don't lose your spot.
Yeah, I got my thumb in it. So American Roadway Logistics, 134,545 cents. 134,500.45. So I would mark that. So we have 3 bids that have come in. That's it, right? The bids. And so
take them back, put together the bid tab, look through, make sure everything's there, and we'll break recommendation for award.
okay. Good
Thanks,
deal.
Clint.
Thank you, Clint.
Yep.
But don't lose the mark in this thing. See, Laura's out there, so we'll go to. Do 2 of them.
You guys. See you,
Yeah,
Clint.
have
Thank
a
you.
good one, Clint. Thank you for everything.
Yep.
Take care of that snow out there.
Thank you.
So next we'll have Laura Webster coming in. She's finished enough. Well, we had some technical difficulties there and we're back, we believe, up and running. So it was a 911 call for our 911 director. So
Yeah.
are we up and running? Okay, we're just doing a lot of other stuff. So Laura, go ahead, please.
So we're almost to the end of the year, of course. I can tell just by the number we're at now for total, we will be over what we were last year for total calls for service. And total calls answered for that matter, but as you can see, some of those call types went up, some went down. Other than that, they're just, getting ready for the holiday season, which is usually a little busier most times. We do have a 911 advisory board meeting that's been scheduled for December 17th. We always have one of those a year. And then the state 911 office just reached out to start the planning for Knox County to migrate to the Ohio SENet and the next generation core services. That will connect us on that system of all statewide PSAPs or 911 centers. We'll make the text to 911 then become available also. We are discussing the project details and a proposed timeline with them, but it will be sometime in 2026. So
That'll be a good thing.
yes, we have that meeting scheduled, I think, next week or maybe tomorrow. I can't remember. I have quite a few meetings I had on the schedule for this week and next. So, and we've looped IT in on that, Justin from the map department and all that, because they'll be well involved in that project also. Both of our trainees passed their public safety telecommunicator class and they will be scheduled to move on to their emergency medical dispatch class, plus they're still training in the room. So, that's about all we have.
So once they finish this last section of training, is there another section that they step into next, or is that?
Those are the two state required, but they still have their hours in the chair that we require.
Okay.
And milestones they have to meet before we release them for training.
Good.
Yeah.
Did, you meet with the fire chiefs again about response time in November? Didn't they say there was gonna be a meeting with all the chiefs in November? You and I sat in a meeting
We
with,
had our fire chiefs meeting.
right, that was
Yeah.
in November. How'd that go?
Pretty well, we identified things that would work, some things that wouldn't. Elocution really isn't a factor as far as making it any better.
Right, so you
Um,
did figure that out.
mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, we did. So, they are all now in and starting to use their field ops, the ones that have it and have chosen to
Right,
do that to where,
so they're doing it manually and
Yeah.
it's better now.
where they
Okay.
mark themselves in route and all of that.
Good.
Yeah.
Good to hear.
So,
And Barry, you have that advisory meeting on your calendar. That would be your first one.
On the
to
first.
serve as the commissioner rep on that board and on
Yay.
that board. Okay.
yes, so you'll be in on that one. And that board is fire chief, EMS chief, the police chief, the sheriff, EMA, Jason, myself and you. I don't think I missed anyone.
And they just act in an advisory capacity.
Yeah.
That's. And it is good.
Yes, so that'll be your first one. But you guys have any questions for me?
No.
No?
No, we
Okay.
can let your people know. We appreciate what they do to help our community to be as safe as
Yeah.
possible and served as quickly as possible.
They've been busy, especially this week. Been a busy week down there, so.
Yep.
But. All right.
Well, thanks, Laura.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
So,
Thank you. Smile and ask for your phone.
so now we have Mr. Kyle Webb. His
Moving
IT
chairs.
report,
Yeah, moving
yeah,
chairs.
it just slides right on up. And thank you, Kyle, for
Yeah.
what you have done for the county. We know that you only have 16 days plus or minus weekends to be here with us, but we appreciate you putting our IT department on the map and in a good spot. So
Thank you. Yeah, we've been busy wrapping up things from the year. We did get the new south, the lobby, new signage up. I think that looks good. And, as we get new materials, it'll look better. If we had to scan in some old pamphlets and things. So as we get newer stuff updated, we can have those digitized better and it'll look better and better. But we're happy about that. We assisted Custom Wired. They migrated the Board of Elections and Veterans Building to our new access control system. It's the same system, but they're separated right now. So they have their own controls. But that was kind of a task because there's quite a few people in that system that you wouldn't even think about because they have all the volunteers and things like that through poll workers, and they've got specialty systems for certain doors need two-party access, and so there's just a lot in with that. So we assisted Custom Wired in that install. I think we kind of worked out most of the kinks with it. Trevor took on the task of migrating juvenile probate court's Henshin servers over to our main county servers. So that is complete. No major issues there. We're happy to have that done and remove that old equipment out of our server room. And I'll save the county quite a bit of money every 5 years instead of them buying their own servers and all of that equipment. It'll just be part of the main county equipment. So that's a lot better use of resources. I sent out a template cybersecurity program for House bill. I created a template and just sent out to all of our partner agencies that we assist, and I think several of them, modified it as they needed and have passed those resolutions. So that is good. They were grateful for that. Making sure they had the correct language and things in their policies, because I think Village of Gambier had a policy, but it didn't have the same language that the House bill required. So we helped.
That was the cybersecurity.
Yeah, that was the cybersecurity portions of it. We assisted in the go live for the new jail commissary system, so that started this week. Haven't heard any major issues. Most of our stuff was the prep work ahead of time. Then the company came in and did the rest of it. But as far as I know, everything is no news is good news kind of scenario there. No major issues. I know that was a big project for them. I know they have some other projects lined up, but that was kind of the first of the main new systems going in. IT has restarted live testing of the panic alarm system. We get reports and things of that nature from the system, and we have done testing where it just sends out a message to just a couple people. But we talked in the safety committee that's kind of formed and thought, some people don't even know they're signed up. Some people don't know they're not signed up. Some people didn't know, maybe they have a new number. So we decided that we would start monthly testing. It used to be like every or every other Friday back when the sheriff's office did it, which we felt maybe was too much because then people just get used to it. And then everyone's just, oh, it's just a test. So we're just going to do it once a month. We're going to try to aim it around the same time, when they do the fire alarms and stuff, the first Friday of the month. So sometime around there, we'll try to do the testing as well. First test went well, no issues there. And then the people that need to sign up can sign up or update their numbers, those kinds of things, so we can move forward there. We also assisted Custom Wired. So because of the new entrance in the rear, there was an intercom system that 911 uses to be able to let people in after hours. They can basically buzz in. There's a video screen or a camera that they can see and dispatch. We replaced that because they had to take it off the building. So we went ahead and updated that. Instead of having a computer downstairs that runs it, there's now a physical phone device that is easier to use and more reliable, that's down in dispatch, that they can let people in there. And then there's a similar system out at City Hall that they can let people in and out or answer calls, and same thing at the sheriff's office. So I have all those systems connected. Ongoing projects. So based off the success of our new digital signage, the animal shelter wanted to take advantage of that. So there is a TV there, the device is installed. Right now, we're just configuring the device and then getting content. We assume they're going to want, you know, similar pictures that they have on the Facebook page of the animals that are ready for adoption. We can cycle through on those screens, so that'll be nice. We have been assisting municipal court in their move to Equivant and combining with the county systems. We are in discussions between water, wastewater, and the auditor's office, moving to software solutions or VIP for the water office systems. Right now they're still using software solutions, the same company, but it's a really old product that they have, and they're wanting to discontinue that product. So there's been some discussion whether water wastewater has their own server or we just combine things, which combining saves a lot of money, support, all of that. So I think that's a way we're going to move, and it's not going to happen until I think 2027 at this point, is what we last discussed. But we got to start that process now. We have been discussing a cloud-based 911 CAD and phone system with 911 and Central Square. I haven't heard an update on that recently, where we are. We have been reviewing firewall replacement options for the county. The main firewall will need to be replaced sometime early spring. So that'll be a project that will need to be taken on soon. Andrew's been assisting with the state of the county video preparation. We have been assisting the sheriff's office with their other vendor changes, along with this commissary change. Our plan is to install some of this other network equipment battery backups. I'm planning to do some of that here at the end of this month. Well, you know, people are out of the office. We are looking at that password change tool for 2026 for people to be able to you know, change their password if needed, but then also to extend how often we have to change our passwords, which will greatly help with people forgetting passwords and on all that sort of thing. So Mount Vernon Police Department, I haven't had any meetings recently for the new building. I think they're pretty much into the architects are kind of putting everything together on their end. City Hall move planning. I have received, I have no timeline for that. I have not been given any updates for that. Originally, it was kind of October, and then it was in November. Now we're getting in the middle of December, and I haven't got a date or time. We are ready on our end, at least we have Spectrum ready for them. So they have, you know, the fiber connection, but there is some other equipment they'll need to order and we'll need to install, but we haven't heard any updates of that. And then the same thing, waiting for the phone system cleanup for them. So waiting the move. And then I also haven't received anything for the IT agreement renewal. I know council approved the service safety director to enter into the contract, but I haven't heard any actual movement on that from the service safety director. So no updates there, but I don't see any issues with that. So.
And we didn't see any issues when they wouldn't pay us for a couple months.
Well, yeah. So.
Yes. Yeah, so I know that the city had hoped to be in their building and up and operating in the month of December, and so it's been crickets for a lot of stuff, and the county has some other projects we're working with them on, and it's been crickets on those too. So hopefully by 2027 we'll have all that stuff resolved. In 26.
Yeah.
Any questions for?
No, just appreciate you.
Thank you.
That's what.
Thank
Thank
you.
I'll move back to my other.
Yeah, and then people are probably getting tired of seeing the 911 thing.
Yeah, they probably have
Well,
reviewed it
Have
enough.
that all memorized by this time.
Yeah.
And do we have other than some announcements that reminding people on Tuesday, next Tuesday at Memorial Theater at 6 o'clock, we have the hearing for the Fort Ditch program. Tomorrow, the senior levy committee is meeting with people that have their grants in there to do some updates and question answer session at that point. And then also the Food for the Hungry is taking place tomorrow at the Memorial Theater. So
Folks can drop off food there,
and
right?
drop off food, drop off money.
Good
And
part.
then there's different sites throughout the county that they do. So that's a big program for Knox County to be doing. Are there other things, Commissioner, you want to?
I don't have anything.
Jason,
I
they
don't have anything for you today. No.
Okay, so we will be adjourning until next Tuesday. Everyone have a great weekend. Be safe out there on the roads. Take a motion for adjournment then,
I'll motion to adjourn.
Second.
and we stand adjourned. Everyone be safe. Thank you.